Good morning, Jeremiah. Good morning, Ezekiel. We took this picture on June the 5th in the year 2021. Look how handsome you guys are. We walked down to the pier in San Clemente. The sun was shining and bright. We had some ice cream. We saw some people fishing. We even walked to a park nearby and you guys played nicely. And despite your hurt ankle, Jeremiah, you were a trooper and you walked all the way up. I only had to but carry you for a short while. And Ezekiel, that little quarter you holding, boy, you're very observant. You found that. Today, I'm going to read you guys a story about Yertle the Turtle. Yes, Yertle the Turtle. So let's go. Yertle the Turtle. There he is. That's Yertle right there, right? So here we go, boys. Look at this illustration. All the turtles in their little pond. Yertle the Turtle. What an interesting name. Yertle the Turtle. This was written by a very smart man, and it's dedicated. And the dedication is this book is for Bartletts of Norwich, Vermont, and for Sagmasters of Cincinnati, Ohio. Maybe that's important, maybe not. So here we go, boys. On the far-away island of Salamasond, Yertle the Turtle was king of the pond. A nice little pond. It was clean. It was neat. The water was warm. There was plenty to eat. The turtle had everything turtles might need, and they were all happy. Quite happy, indeed. They were, until Yertle, the king of them all, decided the kingdom he ruled was too small. I'm ruler, said Yertle, of all that I see, but I don't see enough. That's the trouble with me. With this stone for a throne, I look down on my pond, but I cannot look down on the places beyond. This throne that I sit on is too low down. It ought to be higher, he said with a frown. If I could sit high, how much greater I'd be. What a king! I'd be ruler of all I could see. So here's a Yertle the Turtle sitting on that little rock on his pond, pondering all of this. So Yertle the Turtle King lifted his hand, and Yertle the Turtle King gave a command. He ordered 9 turtles to swim to his stone, and using these turtles, he built a new throne. He made each turtle stand on another one's back, and he piled them all up in a 9 turtle stack. And then Yertle climbed up. He sat down on the pile. What a wonderful view. He could see most a mile. So here are all the little turtles, and here's Yertle on top, right? Here's Yertle on top. All mine, Yertle cried. Oh, the things I now rule. I'm king of a cow, and I'm king of a mule. I'm king of a house, and what's more beyond that, I'm king of a blueberry bush and a cat. I'm Yertle the Turtle, oh marvelous me, for I am the ruler of all that I see. So here's Yertle, standing turtle upon turtle and looking out and gazing at all the things that he sees. And Yertle goes on. And all Through that morning he sat there on high, saying over and over, "A great king am I," until long about noon. Then he heard a faint sigh. "What's that?" snapped the king, and he looked down the stack, and he saw at the bottom a turtle named Mac, just a part of his throne. And this plain little turtle looked up and he said, "Beg your pardon, King Yertle. I've pains in my back and my shoulders and knees. How long must we stand here? Your Majesty, please." So here is Mac right here. Here's Yertle looking down, and here's Mac all the way at the bottom. One, two, three, four, five, six, seven, eight, nine. And here's Yertle. "Silence!" the king of the turtles barked back. "I am king, and you're only a turtle named Mac. You stay in your place while I sit here and rule. I'm king of a cow, I'm king of a mule, I'm king of a house and a bush and a cat. But that isn't all. I'll do better than that. My throne shall be higher." His royal voice thundered. "So pile up more turtles. I want about 200. 200. That's a lot, huh, Ezekiel? 200. That's this many, 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 and even more. So, turtles, more turtles, he bellowed and brayed. And the turtles way down in the pond were afraid. They trembled, they shook, but they came, they obeyed. From all over the pond they came swimming by dozens, whole families of turtles with uncles and cousins. And all of them stepped on the head of poor Mac. One after another, they climbed up the stack. So look, they're all coming in obedience. And poor Mac, right there. That's a lot of turtles. Then Yertle the turtle was perched up high. He could see 40 miles from his throne in the sky. "Hooray!" shouted Yertle. "I'm king of the trees. I'm king of the birds. I'm king of the bees. I'm king of the butterflies. King of the air. Ah, me, what a throne. What a wonderful chair. I'm Yertle the turtle, a marvelous me. For I am the ruler of all that I see." And there he is. Look at all these turtles, boys. Oh, turtles upon turtles upon turtles upon turtles. Then again from below, in the great heavy stack, came a groan from that pained little turtle named Mac. "Your Majesty, please. I don't like to complain, but down here below we are feeling great pain. I know, up on top, you are seeing great sights, but down at the bottom, we too shall have rights. We turtles can't stand it. Our shells will all crack. Besides, we need food. We are starving," groaned Mac. "You hush up your mouth," howled the mighty King Yertle. "You've no right to talk to the world's highest turtle. I rule from the clouds over land, over sea. There's nothing, no nothing, that's higher than me." But while he was shouting, he saw with surprise that the moon of the evening was starting to rise up over his head in the darkening skies. "What's that?" snorted Yertle. "Say, what is that thing that dares to be higher than Yertle the king? I shall not allow it. I'll go higher still. I'll build my throne higher. I can, and I will. I'll call some more turtles. I'll stack 'em to heaven. I'll need about 5,507. Boy, that's a lot, boys. 5,507. Whew, that's a lot of turtles. But as Yertle, the king turtle, lifted his hand and started to order and give the command, that plain little turtle below in the stack, that plain little turtle whose name was just Mac, decided he'd taken enough, and he had. And that plain little lad got a little bit mad, and that plain little Mac did a plain little thing. He burped, burp, and his burp shook the throne of the king. Here he is, he burped. And Yertle the turtle, the king of the trees, the king of the air and the birds and the bees, the king of a house and a cow and a mule. Well, that was the end of the Turtle King's rule. For Yertle, the king of all Salamapsand, fell off his high throne and fell plunk in the pond. And today, the great Yertle, that marvelous he, is king of the mud. That is all he can see. And the turtles, of course, all the turtles are free as turtles, and maybe all creatures should be. And boys, that's the story of Yertle the Turtle. I hope you visit this story and with great wisdom come to understand what your Father is communicating to you. It is June the 15th, 2021. Remember, Yertle the Turtle, I love you. Ezekiel, I love you. Jeremiah,